Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Entrepreneurship Impact again this week. So my name is Kathleen. So this week we are honored to invite there's this experienced entrepreneurs with us, Yvonne. Yeah. So let's hear about what she can share with us today and why she's here today. So Yvonne, maybe you would like to share with us and introduce yourself to everyone.
Oh, hi. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for invite me, Tony and Sherin, for inviting me over here. And also, I know it's a raining day, so everybody quite relaxed. And I'm here. My name is Yvonne Zenieris. I'm married to foreigners. My husband is a Greek. And I live overseas, married for 20 years and 28 years. And I live overseas for almost 17 years. Now I'm back in Singapore and never realized that I entered into entrepreneurs, something very exciting, never expected. I thought I'm going to be a housewife and relax for the rest of my life, But coming relax too much, sometimes you feel like there's no fulfillment. So I'm very glad that I was introduced to entrepreneurs, and I found it very exciting because I'm a very entrepreneurial person as well. Even before that, when I was very young, at 22 years old, I was really director in the company. So I basically I feel that it's since that I'm a person who is entrepreneurial person, I should do something, contribute to the society, not just being a housewife, staying at home and doing nothing. So that's the reason why I entered into entrepreneur. Yeah. And I have two beautiful kids staying in Australia, so I'm very happily married.
Oh, thanks, Yvonne. So maybe just tell us like how you started the business and what's your business about so far.
Okay, I entered entrepreneurs, but naturally initially was not actually looking for business, because when you lost someone very dearly in the family, you realize that actually not just only yourself. Okay, you don't live only for yourself, live for the world. And especially my sister-in-law left with two young kids. So I was introduced actually to a platform in entrepreneur, was actually looking for products, trying to stay healthy and trying to stay healthy and trying to blow my best at the same time, okay? But without realizing, I was in the entrepreneur, and because of my network, I'm a person, very bubbly person, and with my network, so I basically meet a lot of people. So they would told me, hey, you should do into business because you have so much contact, so much you have, So why are you not into this field? I said, well, quite exciting. I should do something more fulfillment for myself. So I started entrepreneur. Yeah.
So seems like you have tried a lot of different things. Like what are the few other business that you have tried?
Okay, I first entered into entrepreneurship was more into the healthcare products things because as I mentioned, I like healthcare things, and actually when I realized in entering into entrepreneur, there's actually a few companies looking out for me, but I'm the person who will not waste time when I don't see the visions in the future. I just feel that product is a product. They will be continue having competitor all the time. So it's like you like the product, you just buy it, you use it. But without realizing, actually, I built quite a big team in other platform by sharing, probably to my sincerity, I sharing prevention to help people to prevent for their health, aging, So by doing that, we build a trust. So I instantly built. Instantly was not into entrepreneur. Instantly, I built quite a big team for myself, and from there, I would say that I get to learn a lot, experience from there. That's how I entered into entrepreneur, and very excitement because you can actually transform people as well. You help people prevention for their health, help them up their need in finance, and then also you build the trust. So that is a satisfaction from me here. That's the reason why I carry on with my entrepreneurship.
So, until now, are you still continuing in this health related?
Yes, but a bit more exciting. I would say that continued health is very exciting because when you're starting to realize that so many products, of course, I kind of restrict myself a little bit after that because I say, well, I'm not going to work so hard. In the end of the days, I'm just like getting people to buy things like that. So I'm not a sales person basically, okay? And I don't like to earn people money because I just feel that you want somebody to be healthy and then you still earn somebody money. I just feel that it's not sincere enough. For me, reputation is very important because I always believe that reputation and trust that you have to really take a long time to earn it. And money, you can always make it somewhere. That's what I believe. Yeah.
So since you started all your business since 22 years old, you mentioned earlier, like what keeps
23 years old, it was totally very different business. Entrepreneur is in the way that I'm business. In the business, I get contract in UK. I have a five school to look after, things like that. So, but when I married, I have to actually give up everything. It was a very big decision for me. It took me about a year to decide whether I should quit, because my husband was staying overseas and have to follow him. Now, from there, I stopped being 28 years married for not working at all. And then I thought that, as I mentioned to you, I thought I won't be in this line. But then I met wonderful people, nice people around me. And the best important is also, it allowed you to transform yourself. Okay, I mean, being a housewife, yes, you enjoy your life, you have a good time with friends, but there's something missing in me, because I basically love people. I always love to learn new things. I mean, to today, I never stop learning, because I believe that learnings will keep your minds alert at the same time. And also, honestly, I meet a lot of interesting people, I mean, because I think basically, reason why I meet interesting people, because I'm a positive person. So when you're a positive person, you tend to attract positive people. You tend to attract positive people. So that is why I kind of, and also it help you to grow your, I couldn't believe, I'm not IT person, okay? I'm not IT person. I'm basically in the fashion line. I'm not IT person. I don't know much about computer. I know much about AI, but I really transform myself, because I believe on learning all the time, and I really transform myself. Then I tell myself, if I can a housewife for 28 years and I can transform myself, that is where I want to empower a lot of other women as well. Because I think a lot of women sometimes they got lost. I mean, some of them when in the mid-age, they not been working like me, and then they lost our touch. I mean, for me, I'm constantly very thankful, very thank you, because of my husband's job allowed me to socialize a lot. So I still connect in the world, connect with the people. So I will not miss out touch. But there's a lot of people who are housewives who will stay home and looking after the kids. And then they were not completely out of the society. And when you go back to work, you don't know really what you want to do. But that they lost confidence. So I just feel that confidence can be built if you found the right people, the right platform, the right things, the right positive people to encourage you. And I think the circle of people that are around you is very important as well.
Yeah, I believe that this is not an easy journey for you,
It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's exciting journey. To be honest, the people who are working and to be in the entrepreneurship, if they really enter into this business, into this entrepreneur, that means they really actually have to look in the very positive side, and it's very, very challenging. Because why is it very challenging? Is because that you basically you find solution. You find solution. That means by finding solution, you can settle the problems, and that's where you start growing. You start growing, you become a person that, that you transform yourself. I mean, to be honest, I was like 2 years ago, I was not as confident as I am today. Because being 2 years ago, I did join other company, but still, because I always think that people is better than me. It's complete. It's entrepreneurship is a journey that you have to go through. So when I was joining the time, I found a lot of people is because I just came back about 10 years. So I was joining entrepreneurs about 5 years ago. So when I see the people who are experienced than me, I was totally new. So I said, oh, they're better than me. You look at me. So, but I never stopped learning. That's the reason why I keep growing. So sometimes you face negative people, and then you have to be very strong to be able to know that, okay, how are you going to solve this problem? And that's how you start building your confidence. Okay. And then 2 years ago, for these 2 years, I really transformed a lot, because entrepreneur is something that you learn along the way, and then you learn stronger. You got hit back, and then you got hit, you got knocked, and then you come back again. So when each time you knock and you come back, you become stronger. And that's why I told a lot of people why I returned down there in the first place, that why do not give up, it's a journey. It's because that a lot of people give up halfway. And entrepreneurs at least take about 2 years to get experience, honestly, because they must take entrepreneur as a business, as a journey. So they shouldn't be not come so easily, because along the first beginning, a lot of people give up. It's because they cannot take the challenge. Okay, they cannot take the challenge. They cannot take the negative. They say, oh, I'm going to solve a problem. I'm not going to solve a problem for somebody. But then don't forget, when they're solving the problem for somebody, you are actually learning. They've forgotten actually they are learning, but they say, "Oh, I give up. I'm not going to solve it." But then that's how they fail. In an entrepreneur, that means when you know that you can solve that problem, is first of all you get very satisfaction and fulfillment, and at the same time also when you help them, you feel that actually you have solved problems. You learn something. So if your mindset is thinking that, oh, I'm going to learn something, that's how you keep growing your journey, and you become stronger in something, and that's how you become successful in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so when you are facing challenge, all this, I believe what keeps you motivated is, like you mentioned earlier, is the learning journey, the fulfillment.
Keep me motivated is actually, I will say that it's also my team have motivated me. Okay, I mean, how you started to build a team is, first of all, the team must trust you. You know, so the team trusts you, then you are united with them, and then you feel that without you cannot be successful as well, as an entrepreneur. Okay, because you need a team to work together with you. So when you need a team work together with you, that is where you start. The team trusts you, so that motivate you. You know, they trust you, and then the best, most satisfaction is when you're able to transform them, to lead them in the right path, and you can solve the problem with them as well, and go along the journey with them, and that's how you started. The satisfaction is there. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's not, people say no man is an island. So even you start entrepreneurship, it's better to have a teammate as well.
Yes, a teammate and a good leaders as well. A good team, a good strong team that united and everybody think the same way. I think a lot of people, entrepreneurs, some of them, I cannot say that to say everybody, but it's some entrepreneurs, when they came in, they actually have no direction what they want to do. So that's the reason why they got knocked off, because if they know what they want, they found what they want, and that's how at the same time you have the right team to support, the right leadership, and that's how make it very united. And then also you also must find the right products at the same time. Now a lot of people, when they enter in entrepreneurship, they say, oh, this one can make money, okay, I go in. This one can make money, I go in. But without realizing, actually, is it for you? So if you think you want to do entrepreneur, then you have to prepare yourself that a lot challenging you have to take. If you're not prepared, definitely you knock off. Then you give up. And then you say, oh, I cannot success because this company is not good. This thing is not good. It's not. If the company can be that successful, if everybody can do it, why not you? Why not you? That means there must something that you have not learned, and you're not, and something that you're not willing to sacrifice yourself to learn the journey. And that's why the reason a lot of them drop off, and then they blame the entrepreneurship, or it didn't make it in this way. Actually, it's not. In the end of the day, it's still yourself. It's your mindset. Okay, it's your mindset. Sorry, I got a call coming. Yeah. So in a way, it's still a mindset. So that's why I think the mindset is very important. And then with the right leadership, the right company, the right products, and that is where you need products. And then also getting your strength. You must know your strength, and know it must be confidence, and also my sincere, honest, and you have a unique product and service as well. Now, also, I just feel that the strength means can be learned. Okay, a lot of people just refuse to learn. It's just because it's like you go to school, you want to go to work, something that you study something that you like, and then from there on the journey you go to work. You also have to sacrifice to learn. As when you start going to work in the office, the first 2 years you have to learn also. So what's the difference for entrepreneur? It's not different at all. You still have to learn. Okay, there's no pies. Okay, give it to you. You just join. You're going to make money. That's not true. There's a lot of people tell you make money. It's not true. You have to go through the journey. The success, there's a price to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're willing to pay the price, with the right attitude, the right guidance, you can be successful. I'm a wife for 28 years. Totally have never had an entrepreneurship in this business. But if I can make it success, that means my mindset, because it's very strong, is my mindset train, and I have the right people, and I'm a very positive people. I never accept no. No was not in my dictionary. I always will say yes, and I always find solution to solve the problem. So that is me. Yeah. So that's the reason why I success in this entrepreneur, because I face a lot of obstacles, and I face it, but I challenge it, and I will never let them knock me down.
Okay, so there are a few of key criteria. You mentioned your mindset and all the
mindset, and then be confident, sincere. And I think that nowadays this entrepreneur, you have really trained your mindset in a way that don't ever think of making money for somebody. You always think for somebody as you do it as a consultant. You try to find the best of them and try to find what you can actually help them. Okay, you can help them and then let them go, lead them the way. So this is where you make them success, because you don't think for your success, think for their success. It's like, I think it's like a mom to the children. You want the children to be success, right? So this is the way that you treat all your members, your team, the same way that you treat your children. You want to see them success. You want to see them grow. You want to see them when they grow. When they go into good university, you become satisfaction. Your satisfaction. So the same way that entrepreneur leading your team is the same way you're leading your children. So you care for them, you lead them, and then you show them how to make the money, how you can be successful. What is the weak point? What is the strength point? So you tend to accept them and lead them through. And you think, I also in entrepreneur also you also may recognize your leaders, recognize who you think that we are right leaders for you. Guide the leader first, because if you don't guide the leaders first, the leader needs to guide the new team. Because without the leaders, you cannot just something like army general. Okay, I put it in this place. If you have an army, you don't have a general, you don't have a person to guide them. The armies don't know which direction to go. So exactly the same thing. As an entrepreneur, you must, as a teamwork, you cannot be alone. There's no such thing that alone you can be successful. No, you really need a teamwork. You really need somebody to actually recognize your leader, who can potential to be a leader. So when you recognize a leader, potential leader, you train them, the leaders, and the leader will train the leaders. Okay, this is how you grow. So not everybody can be born to be leaders, to be honest. And I believe that leader also can be trained. It's whether the person wants to be trained or not. The confidence, to be able to speak out, to be able to be open. I mean, it's all can be trained, but it's whether the person wants to train. I mean, if I tell you honestly, many years ago, I speak very soft. Mm-hmm. And I won't think I'd be there to be in so many people in front of everybody. And I remember 3 years ago when I started, 5 years ago, I started trying entrepreneur. I'm a very emotional person. When I go on stage to say something, before I could say something, my emotions start coming in, my tears start coming, So I say, well, this is not good. I mean, if I want to be an entrepreneur, I have to be strong. If I not be strong for my team, how am I going? I can be emotional, sincere, yes, but I have to be strong. If I don't be strong, how am I going to go on stage to talk to my people? How am I going to inspire to my people? But these 2 years really, really transformed me, because that's why I said entrepreneur is a journey. For the past 5 years, I joined entrepreneurship. The 3 years I learned along the way. So this 1 year, this 1.5 years is really transformed me, a big transform, because I think it transformed also because I learned, and I will say that I can even handle my computer now. I can even handle my slide changing, handle how to present my own slide. I mean, to change my slide, things like that. And I couldn't believe I could do that when I was like, even 3 years ago, But because I learned, and I tell myself, if I can do it, that's why I have the strength to share with people, because I learned, and that's how I can do it. I can prepare my own slide. I can even do presentation myself. I can even talk to people in front of many people. I don't believe that even in a Zoom, I can talk to so many people in front here as well. I don't know who is here, but this is where I think is a transformation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hope I can empower more women for that.
Yeah,
to stand out. Yes.
So I believe in this business, like in also especially in the current COVID situations. How have you changed about your business so far?
Okay, I think because of COVID, I think it's not a bad thing. Good things and bad thing. Bad thing is because I'm very sad that a lot of people actually of the COVID and with this. COVID things happen, and a lot of people lost their job. That is really very sad to say that. But it's also a good thing is that people started to learn to appreciate life better, and also a good chance to have a bond with the family. And I think also it's a good time for me actually. Without this COVID, I won't be preparing so many Zoom and slide like that. So you actually gain through your experience from that. So I guess it's everybody have a different strength. I mean, I also people started operation, like my husband was telling me, because my husband actually he's a consultant, business consultant, and he's also a lecturer as well. So, when consultant, you cannot travel, that means it's stuck, okay? And at the same time, lecturer also stuck in the Zoom training as well. So she said that, I think I need to go back to full-time job. So So you're starting to know that actually it's you quite enjoying to be back to the work. So actually, to be honest, I'm very, very fortunate also that in entrepreneurship, we build home-based business. And actually, this also wake up call for a lot of people that actually they should think to have a B plan. I mean, there's no iron rice bowl job anymore. And especially in many retail shop closed, many things are called a lot of competition. And I think competitive lah. So I think people starting going into a home-based business. And my key point is to a lot of people, to my experience, my journey experience. I'm not young, so because I'm not young, that's why I have a lot of journey of my experience. Never be too comfortable with where you are. Never to any young people or old people, never be too comfortable where you are, and we always sit for B plan. Okay, the B plan, because B plan is very important, and your B plan can become a plan for you. So anything that you knock off, you have a B plan to sit with you, and the B plan can turn into an A plan as well. So this is where business people will never look for one business. Yeah, business people always look for second social business as well, opportunity as well. So it's very important having a B plan. So this is why I highly advise people, even for my husband as well. The reason why I'm back also is also a B plan. Now my husband is working comfortably, but I don't want anything happen. And I think that women should be actually to be independent. And I think being independent is good for the women as well, because you gain confidence, and also you bother to dress up, you bother to meet people, and actually it's also help to give a very good relationship with your husband. Your husband doesn't want to come back and see the wife that is so boring and every day talk the same thing. Hey, what you want to eat today? What you want to do today? It's so boring. But if it's a wife is very entrepreneurial, very interesting, she find it very challenging. Actually, if you want to know a man, men like to have a wife who's a little bit challenging, but not over too challenging. Too over challenging the man can be very like, you're overhead. But then they find it challenging. That means you're a person actually very proud of the wife, that you learn something. I mean, that's what my husband told me. I'm very proud of you because you learn how to do a presentation. I've never believed that my wife, a 28 years housewife, could do all this. So there's something that when the person is proud of you, that's how the relationship keep going. So being entrepreneurship, not only just being your own business, also it actually helps. And my kids also doesn't really bug at me anymore, because I won't call my children, hey, how are you today? I don't even have time for them. And they're very happy for me what I'm doing. So actually it makes the family very colorful, very, very united, colorful as well. So I think the woman shouldn't think that they should stay home and just be a housewife. You can do your own pace. I mean, entrepreneur can do your own pace. You can choose what you want. You want to do be part-time also can. You want to be doing some charity work. Entrepreneurs a lot of charity work as well. You earn, you help people. And I always believe that entrepreneurship that you learn, you want to give back. And I always tell my team, you want to do this business, whatever you earn, please give back to society. So that is where we believe that, give back. Yeah. So if you train your people in the right mindset, that's how you train them to what they follow you. Because important is you sincere, you trust, you build the trust base. Yeah.
Yeah, so that link back to like what's the big why again,
Yes.
Everyone when they start their business, they have to understand what.
There's so many why actually. If you find your right why, a strong why, and that is where you keep going. My strong why is two things. There's a few my wife. My why is because I live in Africa as well. Okay, I live in Africa for 12 years. That is where not many people have that kind of opportunity. So I would say that I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate. I had the chance to live in the third world. It's not that bad. I live in an expatriate life, but it's because I live in that kind of country. I know how the poor people's situation like, and I would say that I'm very blessed because for me, I maybe because I'm very positive, I'm very sincere, and I'm blessed over there. I'm living in Ghana. I have no problems of armed robbery. I have very beautiful people who look after me, and I have a very beautiful organic lifestyle. My children eat organic foods, and we're growing as a family together until they become teenagers, almost reaching teenagers. So this is where I want to give back. So the reason why my why is to hear, first thing, because since I can be back to entrepreneur and earning money, and my dream is to go back to Ghana to open an orphanage. So my entrepreneurship is my why is strong because I can build this income for my future to be able to do a charity work. Okay. Secondly, also I also prepare for my children as well. Okay, I don't tell them, but indirectly, I'm also prepared for them. AI is the future technology. So the children are working. We don't know what the future is changing too fast. I'm sure within these 2 years, you realize a lot of things change very, very fast. So we don't know our children's what will they enter, will they really have a job. Even there's no matter how much qualified, how smart you are, doesn't mean you're going to get a job. Because the smart people is AI. Okay, you cannot be smarter than them. So even the accountants going to have problems losing job as well. Okay, so a lot of people are going to lose a lot of jobs. So we don't know, and also education people, a lot of people are very smart now. So that means the pie is becoming very small for everybody. So in a way that in entrepreneur, I have a chance to tap into something that I believe is going to be a future. It's going to be very big in the future. So I tap it first. That's it. So I put in the plan B for them. Okay, it's also plan B for them. If anything fall wrong back, they know that I can leave my legacy for them. So that's my 2 why. Okay, a 2 why strong. So basically, you don't do things for yourself always. You always do things for your loved one. That's how your why can become strong. Okay, so find your why. Your why is strong, that is keeping moving. Okay. Thirdly, also, you don't want to grow old that being just boring old lady, things like that thing. And I tell myself, entrepreneurship, you will have a lot of children around you. Your life will never be bought. So by the time when you have a lot of people around you, you could travel the world with them together. You can enhance them and helping them with my experience of my entrepreneurship and with my wisdom I have. For travel the world, I travel almost 3/4 of the world. Any part of the world you name, I'm almost there. Okay. So, and also the people I mix around with all kind of people. I'm not a person who is judgmentally, okay? I even mix around with future people inside also. I meet people in the market also. And I meet people around in the banking. I mix around with the people in the big shop in executive levels, Even I mix around with ambassador as well. So all kind of people I mix with, and my life is really very colorful. And that's why the reason why I can be survive in entrepreneurship much a little bit easier is because to my experience. And I think experience is to your lifestyle. And I think women should be more open. I think a lot of women self-reserve. When you self-reserve, that's where you don't learn things. I think you should be self-reserve. As long as you're sincere, you're open, the people would like to go near to you. Okay, so if you are trying to be reserved, people cannot enter you. People doesn't know you. So how are you going to make friends? Right? Yeah. So if you are very friendly, you are sincere, people can feel you, and that's how you make a lot of friends. So I think that if entrepreneurs, another keyword for me to let people know that be yourself and be more open. Yeah, and be more positive, because they give a lot of opportunity. If negative, you're shutting down your opportunity. Am I right? Yeah. So I hope I can inspire people that this is what I say. If you think it's right, then follow. Okay.
Yeah. So connection, is the main thing also when we start during your entrepreneurship journey. Yes. So currently in the future, what have you learned? How are you going to apply for your future plan? Like, is there any plan or you see? Okay.
So before what I say that it's a business trend. First of all, you have to follow the business trend. Okay. If you're an entrepreneur, you must know your competitor of the business. And the world can be what the world's going to lead you there. And in order to stay on top, you need to have your fingers on the path to modern technology. So you must actually tap into technology and keep up the latest innovation. Okay, yeah. So with that in mind, there is a five trend I can key out for people to let them know that what you expected to drive a business and grow in the future. Okay, first is to capture the youth or demographics, because the youth is the future coming as well. And the way the youth think very different from us already. Okay, so they are actually best they move into the marketing digital. Right, a lot of them go into digital, computerized everything. So this is where the trend is going to be. So second, go green. Go green is picking up something that is people are going to diet. They believe in organic diets, organic foods. They will be more into green, and you can see a lot of youngsters more going to vegetarians as well. So going green, if you love green thing, you like natural environments, things like that, is another good business to go in as well. Okay, so third is machine learning. And AI. Artificial intelligence industry is continuing to grow, and will the significant impact on the world economy in the coming years. So creating a customized session for each user. So AI is another very, very big wave, very big. Okay, so that is where you to look at it. And also e-commerce business as well. E-commerce will continue. I know e-commerce already had before, but I think a little bit the strategy a bit different now. The e-commerce is continuing to dominate the coming years. They're going to global e-commerce, expecting to be actually reach to 5 trillion in reported by statistic. So we're causing many retailers to move online as well. So that's where e-commerce, you have to look at it. Yeah, especially this COVID things is really actually, people tend to believe more now, have to go into online because, what can you do in retail's closing a shop, everything, and then you have to pay so much in rent as well. And even I was taught that some of the office people are beginning to cut down their office. They say, if they can work from home in computer, why do I have to pay my rental as well? Why I have to pay so much on my rental office? They can work from home as long as they produce a job for me, that's good enough. So that's another part of the people are looking at as well. And also fifth, looking into health session supplement, and especially customized supplement. And I think you have to search customized supplement is not many because a lot of people, I'm not sure you see the GMC closed down as well. GMC, I think about how many in the state, I think 8,000 retails closed down as well. So this is where people are getting smarter because people don't just follow supplement and just eat and follow buy the supplement that, okay, I need it. Oh, you need it. I also need it the same. It's not. Actually, everybody is different. You might take that you think you need, but you might not need. And something that you need that you might not even take it, not have it. So this is where to my experience as well, the same thing. I had my test and I've been follow the supplement for the past few years, with other company. And when I got my result from my test, I was shocked on my life. There was 5 ingredients that I need the most that my body cannot absorb, and I'm not taking it. Okay, it does make sense. Okay, common sense. A lot of people taking supplement. Why in the end they still have chronic problems? Why they still have health issue? Then they also tell me they bring the supplement didn't work. Actually, it's not. It's because when your body needs, you're not taking it. And the thing that you don't need, you take it too much. So they say overdose is also no good. Moderate. But how do you know moderate? How do you know your body needs? So that is called customized supplement. So the customized supplement is customized, tailor-made especially for you. And there's not many, and that is a future market as well. Now, I'm giving you an example. Will you buy supplement that customized for you that your body need that you know, or you want to buy from the off shelf?
Yeah, of course, customized.
Yes. So let me tell you why I success is because I look at these 3 things. Okay, I look at the vision. I'm a person who always have vision since I was young. If I want a vision, I will have not transformed my life. I probably will marry army boy when I'm very young, and I'll be a housewife and getting a cock, go to Takia, go to market, and probably watching running drama, running around with the grandchildren now. It's because when I was 18, I decided to move out to transform myself, and I created it. And I created it because I'm a person with vision, and that's why in very young age, 22, I'm already director in the company. And then by 30 years old, I have to get married. Okay, so this way, but then I will not say it's a waste. I'm very glad I find myself again. I find myself back again and be able to contribute, and I make it come back again. That means I create it again. I created it when I was young, and I create one more time at my age of 60. I'm happy to tell you about my age. Okay, I'm 60. So this is where I have a lot of experience in humans, in my journey of my life. And then with the entrepreneurship, I make it even more exciting. Every day I wake up, I don't think everybody have the kind of excitement. Every day I wake up, the first thing I look is my phone, my team, anybody look for me, and I'm on laptop. And I'm happily enjoying doing it. I think not many people will enjoy it because I found my passion. And I found my passion that because I can give back to society. And that's the reason I success these 3 things is because I have vision. I'm in AI. AI is the future, right? Artificial intelligence. So that's where I'm in. I'm in the e-commerce business as well. And I'm into health section as well in the customized supplement. So that's why in these 3 things that I named the 5 things that along the way that what the future trend is going to be. And I have already entered the 3 trends in, and these 3 trends connected to what I'm doing. And I can see the way I'm going to have great success. And I believe that it's because I believe everything when you believe it can happen. Okay, because when you believe, you tend to work for it, right? If you don't believe, a lot of people give up. And entrepreneur, please, I will give advice to anybody entrepreneur. Don't fall back when you face the difficult obstacle. You face it because you're going to learn it and it's going to make you stronger. And that's how you become success in entrepreneur. Okay, it's the same. I think not only entrepreneurship, anything, even relationship or working. I mean, you work for a new company for first 2 years. You're bound to have problems getting to get along with the staff, getting to know the company. You're bound to not happy the first year when you're working because you're learning along the way. Now, do you give up? Do you give up working? No, you still continue to work for another company and you get better, you get more confidence, right? Right? It's the same. So it's the same journey as any working lifestyle. So entrepreneur is nothing more different than any job you want to do. It's the same journey that you have to learn through for 2 years, 3 years. Okay, depend how active you are. Even if you're less active, of course, you take longer years to take the challenge. But if you are active with the 2 years along the way, let me tell you, this is where your journey start after 2 years. If you start being strong to stick on that, okay, active for 2 years, that's where your journey start after the 2 years. But if you take it as a part-time, it could drag the 5 years. So depend on personality as well. I cannot really emphasize all, but this is where, if you think on the entrepreneur, please don't give up. Very challenging and very meaningful. And after, in the end of the day, you tell yourself, I did it. And the satisfaction is there. And then you say, oh, I did it, and I have my team, and I'm going global, my team. I have people who, I just get somebody from France, and they trust you. They trust you, and they even want to come into you. That is where the satisfaction is there. That's how you say that why I go into entrepreneurship, why it did encourage me, because of this.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so you can understand, yeah? So you find your wife and be positive. This is the key word as well.
Yeah, and be open as well.
Yes, so open.
Yeah, maybe last question for you, like let's say if you have only some tips to give, what will be the key tips that what will be the one lesson that you will advise to those entrepreneurs who wanted to start, or even like those who really struggling currently in their journey so far?
Okay, Claudia's trying so far. If she's entrepreneur, I just hope, okay, she have a good leaders. Because leader is like a mommy, like a mentor to you. So you have a good mentor will be able to, will be able to guide you through, to tell you what is. I'm very glad I have a very good mentor, and I have a few good mentor as well. So that's why in entrepreneurship, you must actually get the right mentor that you have. This is where don't just join blindly, just join somebody, okay, I join you and that's it. You must join the person that you're comfortable working with. Okay, I mean, a lot of people, when they join entrepreneurship, they just join because, oh, I want to join this company. Okay, I join you, support you. But it's not that way, because this, if you intend to do as an entrepreneur, as a business, it's your partner. It's going to be a lifetime partner, business partner. So you have to really have a right mentor, business partner with you. Very important, right? If you don't get along with the person, how are you going to start a business with him together? This is my key, okay? So don't just join. You think, okay, this person can be my mentor. Will you be able to work together with him for a long time? That is where your journey start, the first step of entrepreneurship. Because, a lot of people drop off is also because they don't find the right people to join with. And when the mentor is not supporting them well, of course, it's your own business, independent business. Yes, I agree. But it's also good to have a good mentor. It's like any business you do, you need a consultant, right? You need a mentor, right? So if you have the right mentor to work with, that is where your business grows. And the reason why I give you a little bit of, I won't want to say my platform. I have my previous entrepreneur. I have a few good people, of course, who guide me, but my direct entrepreneur was not with me all the time. So we're looking like orphanages in the platform, like orphanages, but we're trying to bump ourselves. But anyway, I will still thank them. You know why I thank them? Because without this, I will not learn. Because I have to find a solution myself, because I want in the business. So even though my mentor is not with me, because my wife is strong and I still learn along the way. And I'm very glad that I have stepped into another entrepreneur that actually, as I mentioned, in the AI, and also in the e-commerce, also AI, and also part e-commerce is also part of customized supplement. These are the future that is going to lead a very big wave. So I mean, enter in the right platform, the right service, the right industrial, right products. So that's why I can say that I'm very fortunate and I have a good mentor as well. And I think my mentor is inside with me as well. Ramesh, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, that's very inspiring.
Yeah.
So I can hear from at the start, from until now, you mentioned a lot about like big why and also your team and also all the trends that what's your vision that you are you are aiming for in the future. That's important for all the journeys that you have so far.
And those are already leaders. I also like to give leaders is not being leaders not easy. And leaders actually solve a lot of solution problem as well. And just stand strong there because they need you. You can't fall because you fall, they also fall. So the leaders have to always stand by there. And I also say that being a leader, you are the image. You are the image. What you want to lead your team is your image. If you want your team to grow, you have to show them your commitment. And also you have to show them that you are there for them and they don't do you do because they watch you. They watch what you do. Listen, they watch you when you become successful. They say, hey, my mentor can be successful. I can be also because she's my mentor. So why not? So duplication is very important as well. Focus. Okay, anything, whether you are a mentor, whether you are leaders or whether you are in entrepreneurship, I think being duplication is you duplicate the right thing. Follow the leaders. I mean, leaders tell you that, of course, the leader want the best out of you if you have the right leaders. Okay, so follow, focus, discipline, honest, and then you act as a consultant. You find the interest of the person, that what the person needs. Then you support them from there. And also nobody is perfect because you must also learn the weak part, and the weak part can become a strong part as well. Yeah.
Is to understand yourself.
Understand yourself. So that's what I say. Understand yourself is the most important. So I'm in the right thing, right field. So anybody who actually want to know more can always actually find out details. And Tony, I'm very glad Tony have invited me. I hope I can share. It's not only for female, also for guys. That's why I mentioned female. Okay, forgotten the guys as well. Guys is just as important because what guys know, woman doesn't know. What woman knows, guys don't know. Okay, because male tend to be very good in technicals and very good in strong will characters, and females are very sensitive. Females actually look things overall, but I can only think can pass a message to the men: trust your woman. Okay, women are very sensitive and they see things that you don't see, and they can. That's why they always say successful man is a woman behind, and I also believe this day the successful woman is also a man behind as well. The man is very good supportive. So my husband supportive. I remember the first few years when I joined entrepreneur, my husband was not that supportive because I spend money all the time. I spend but then now when I joined this AI, it's very different because we don't spend anymore. And the best, she saw me transform and she became very supportive. So when she's supportive, that's why I can keep going, right? So that's why I say a woman successful is also a man behind. If you want a man behind keep nagging at you, also you cannot be successful. If a man supporting you, then you also can be successful. So it's very big team, family united team as well, and also outside team. So basically, get along with people. That's the most important, and never judge people. Okay, never judge people because everybody can. As long as the person want to do it, you have to support as much as you can. But of course, it's also change. It's very hard to change a person's character actually, but the environment can change. So if you bring them to the environment, to positive environment with your team, the person can grow, can change. Okay, and the rest is 50% up to the person already. Yeah. So am I right, Tony? Agree?
Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
Yes. So anything you want to ask more, you can ask me. I
will open the questions to the ground.
Anyone do so? Yeah. I'm prepared.
Hello, Yvonne.
Hello, hi.
My name is Jason.
Hi, Jason. Nice to meet you.
So, other than venturing into entrepreneurship, have you encountered the feeling of fear of looking for people as well as forming a team?
Okay. So let's go back to the first time now. Okay. I will tell you honestly, I never have a fear. You know why? Because I was sincere. You are fear because when you're not sure what you want and you're not sincere, that's how you get fear. Now, when I do, I never think I'm making money from the person. When you think that you're in a platform, in this platform, you think you want to do something to get off this person. That's how you're getting fear. You're getting very in conflict. So should I share or not to share, or should I do that or not? So you become the kind of fear. That stop you. And then when people stop you, you see no conflict. But the problem is that when I was sincere, my motive was actually, hey, okay, I'll give you some example. Okay, when I first came to Singapore, I was approached by an entrepreneur in the network marketing company. And my main thing was, in the first place, I was not actually into the business. I just want to lose weight and want to get healthy. So as they saw me this is a story maybe relate to you. As they saw me, they said, oh, you have so much network, you got so much network, maybe you should do this business. I said, no, I can't do it, but I can help you to build this business. Seeing the product is so good, I can introduce to my friend. And true enough, because of trust, that's why I say it's still a trust. Okay, my friend trusts me, and they brought the product as well. Now, so they told me, and they say, oh, these people be so nice, they're trying to help people. I say, maybe I should help. Since the product is so good, my main thing is that since this product is so good, maybe it can help somebody stay healthy as well. So that was me. That's why I didn't have fear. I was sincere. And the worst thing is that my husband came. My husband is expatriate, so it's kind of a little bit embarrassed to be on the street. Okay, so this person, hey, we are going to do somewhere on the street. Can you just give a flyer? I said, no, I can't give flyer. I cannot. My husband friends see me, I'll be in trouble. I'll be so embarrassed for my husband. And that was a fear, because I fear not because of me. I fear because my husband reputation. And also I said no. So at the time I'm staying in the Holland area. Okay, I came back to Holland. So they say that I'm going to do it in the next the new shopping center. Okay, new shopping center. Maybe you can go there. Nobody know you. I said, oh, good. All the HPB people, maybe they don't know me. So okay, I got the flyer there. Now, I tell you, that was my first time. There was a mother and a daughter came by, and I saw them have a problem with their skin disease. The daughter have a very bad skin disease. Now, I was not frightened, because my sincere was actually to help them, because I saw this product can work, and I say hopefully they can try this product. They can actually cure. The daughter can be cured. So that was through my sincere. I was in fear. Now, because I was so sincere that I forgotten sharing for an hour. I forgot I was under the hot sun. Okay, sharing for an hour, trying to convince them to tell them, oh, this product is good, but not making money. I really need to give them free also. Please do this product because it's good. But after that, I was sick for 2 weeks. I was sick for 2 weeks. And I said, wow, is this business for me? Maybe it's not for me. But I tell myself, hey, but because of my self-fitness, because I said I don't share people, it's a good product, I should continue sharing. I said, okay, I'll still continue sharing. But I was not so active. I said, no, I can share for you, but I'm not going to do the business. But believe I didn't do the business for 5 years. I was taking the products. I didn't do the business. I was taking 5 year product. There was a second entrepreneur I joined. That's how I started the business there. Entrepreneur was out of the blue, was also helping her friends. Okay, my friends, she got very bad eczema. So my girlfriend said, this product is very good. And believe me, 3 weeks of her eczema cure. And I say, I blow my mind, my jaw drop. I say, wow, this product is so good. I must go and do this business, because I want to do this business, not this business. I don't want to do this to help somebody. So my things is always helping somebody. Before my sincere always helping somebody, I don't think of money. That's why from there, my business grew, because of our sincere helping somebody. Okay, so I was there doing part-time. So I built about almost 300 people, was just doing part-time for 2 years. From there, I learned my experience. What is real entrepreneur? Okay, I step back, I have a go through. So talking about fear, the first time I had a fear, I don't say it's a fear, the mistake I have done. Because when I start joining the second entrepreneur, the second one, I don't name the second entrepreneur company, I was so excited and was so sincere that I wanted to help. I do a very silly mistake. So I believe everybody encountered because of this. I went to the lift. I saw a woman. I thought she needs product. I was trying to, hey, do you know? I thought, I look so desperate, I mean, I'm not so desperate. I try to help somebody, But people think I'm trying to make money for them. I'm not so desperate now. So if it because of this, I feel so, embarrass myself. If this, I could have stopped, right? Then you know what I do? I didn't stop. I go back. I try to reverse back. Actually, why I look so desperate now? So maybe my approach is wrong. You try to refresh yourself. What did I do? Maybe my approach was wrong. And why do I have to look so desperate? The product is so good, but why do I look so desperate? I'm not making money from them. And you learn from mistakes. That's why I'm telling you that as an entrepreneur, you really learn through experience. So I was telling every entrepreneur, please, whatever product you have or anything that you do, don't look desperate. Okay, always remember mindset that actually you are trying to help them. If they need, fine. They don't need, fine. They don't need, too bad. It's their loss, not your loss. And I always keep in mind one thing, you will probably make you feel comfortable. If they come to you, they don't want, is it your loss or their loss? When you know the product is so good, can help them, because you have experienced the product is so good, can save somebody, can help somebody. You know that, but the person don't know. So if you approach them to share with them, and they don't want, is your loss or their loss?
Yeah, loss.
Their loss, exactly. They don't want, you go next. There's many fish around. There's many people who trust you later on. So don't get the same person. If the person is he or her loss, is not your loss. Because if they don't want, will you affect your business? No. You look for next. But it affect he or her, because it missed a very good opportunity. Okay, so if you think like that, you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, because you will feel very comfortable. You feel very, hey, actually, it's not my loss, it's their loss. But for me, I go next one. But their loss, they miss a good opportunity. So you feel very good. Then you can pronounce your entrepreneur, continuing doing your entrepreneurship. Be what you are.
Yep.
Okay. So Cole, did I answer to your question?
Yeah. Thanks. Well.
Okay. Anybody?
Maybe I ask lah.
Okay,
So,
Tony, yes.
Okay. So just curious, in order to be a very good leaders, right? There is a lot of things that you need to sacrifice. So I just ask pertaining to like how you strategize your alignment of your goals, or the big goals to all the people that look forward for you. You know, it's not easy, because everybody got different purpose and different priorities. So how do you do that? Yeah.
Okay. Usually when that's why I tell you, the first thing in the morning, I always check my message first. I make sure that my people who contact me can be reached. So I never on my phone one, because I want them to know that I'm there for them. So when they always call me, I'm there for them. So they know that is where your mentor as a leadership, you must be always there for them. So also find out that what actually the weak part, that sometimes they might think negative. You try to actually to help them to look at different angle, because that's where being a leader is quite challenging. And of course, for the first few years, you have to really sacrifice yourself, sleeping late night, things like that. And sometimes that you even have to drive to see them, help them, or help them to prospect, and guide them. So you try as much as possible if you can to help them. But of course, in the end of the day, they must be coachable. If they're not coachable, you can try how many efforts, no use. So that's why we always say recognize your leaders, and because alone yourself you cannot. You need a lot of leaders to help other to guide. Within a person alone, you only have 24 hours a day. So that's why it's called teamwork. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I hope that I have answered your question.
Yeah, that definitely answer is a lot on a two side lah.
Yeah, both sides. Yes, it's not only and some people actually they blame the leaders. Actually, not. If you keep blaming the leaders, you will never success. Sometimes you have to actually sit back and look yourself. Why my leader can success, and why my leader taught me, why maybe I didn't listen, or maybe I didn't do it. Okay, so if a leader have already put a strategy for you, I always think that leaders actually must put a strategy for your team, what you expect them to do, because sometimes they need a bit of push.
Yeah.
Because if they don't push them, then because you are the leader, you know what's going on, and they don't know what's going on. They just follow blindly. But if you can coach them to see what they expect you have, when they receive, that's where the motivation come. So I always tell them, if you want to success, you have to follow my rule. If you don't follow my rule, you cannot success. Because that's the reason I coach you, because I success in this area, and how I get to success, that's why I coach you the same way. Okay, if you don't follow, then you didn't success, then you cannot blame your leader already, right? So that's why I say, if you say it's correct, you need both way as well. Yeah, and I think that being don't just depend on leaders all the time, because leaders also have also a human. Okay, they also have strength. Also, they also have sometimes make mistake as well. But one thing about leaders, they never stop learning. They never stop learning. Okay, and learn as much as you can, because where you can guide your people. And also that I tell that the team people that don't always depend on leader as well, because you become spoon feed. we spoon feed you, that means you're not learning as well. Because when you really want to learn, I think also thanks my leader sometimes a little bit pushed to me, and I don't know for him as well. I try to find myself my own way, but because of that, I also learn as well. Okay, and that's how I think that try as much as possible. You learn yourself, then leaders come in. Yeah, because when you learn yourself, really, that's where you start learning to know where your weak point is. But you don't want the leader just spoon feed you, then at the end you're not learning. Yeah, that is also my key for a lot entrepreneur people. Okay. Jane, anything you want to ask, Jane? Also, Tony, you finish? Jane?
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tony, for asking a question. That also allowed me to learn also. Because answer a question also, I'm learning also, okay? Yeah. Jane, anything you want to ask?
I think I need to be pushed, very lazy.
Okay, that's why I say if you didn't success, don't blame the leader. The leader give you everything to you. The platform is there for you. And you didn't success because you lay back lazy. You don't want to learn or anything. So I'm very, very glad that you know where your weak point is, and your weak point can become your strong point. If you keep working on your weak point, then you learn from that. You become a strong point.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we can have last question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Installation.
Yeah, actually.
Anyone else who would like to ask a question?
Alvin, you want to ask? Or anybody over there? I think there's some words here. Some people are very shy. There's a problem with some Singaporeans very shy. Oh, my mentor is very supportive. Okay, Ramesh is my mentor here. So you agree? Very supportive.
Yeah.
You see?
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Tony, for bringing Yvonne into this Facebook Live entrepreneurship. It's a fantastic journey for every single one of us. Thank you, Kathleen, for hosting Yvonne as well. And Jason for asking the wonderful question earlier on about fear. And I believe that every single one of us have fear. Even asking a girl to go out for a dinner is a fear. This is that question because I think Jason's asking someone to go out with. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I love humor as well because we lack of humor in Asian country basically. So we have a lot of ladies here in this entrepreneurship talk. I believe that ladies makes better entrepreneur than men. That's my take. Because if I look at my team itself, I see a lot more ladies who are into entrepreneurship. So Kathleen is a big journey for you if you're looking into entrepreneurship. Yvonne is a great mentor as well and is a great leader. And now, not forgetting for gentlemen that I do have a lot of gentlemen. Tony, you can be a good speaker. All right. So this is where we grow. And I love this journey is because you grow from where you are to a better person in the future. Yeah. So Yvonne, I'm going to ask you a question here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now, having said that, this step that you are taking, being live in this Facebook entrepreneurship, I love the fact that you are taking a risk. Okay. This is what we are doing every single day, taking risks. Even stepping out from the house is taking risks. Taking the risk of the new platform that you are entering as what you are doing today. Now, what makes you take that risk?
Me take the risk? Well, I think my risk is because if I don't step up, then in my comfort zone, then I will not be able to grow my team. So that's the reason I'm taking. The reason I take it up to step out, and I think also thanks to you, I think I'm ready. I'm confident enough to face a lot of people, and by standing up, my team will look on me that I can do that. So that is actually very supportive to them and encourage them as well.
Thank you so much, Yvonne.
And thank you to you, Ramesh, for being there for me all the time. That's why I say great mentor. Is that, and we follow the mentor and we duplication the right way. We have the right mentor, and then we will build more and more leadership there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's inspiring today. I hope everyone learned something from Yvonne. So feel free to connect with her. We will be posting the video also to our Facebook page. Do follow our Facebook, Entrepreneurship Impact, and also our YouTube. So thanks everyone, and thanks again for Yvonne for coming here to share with everyone.
Yes, I would like to thank you, Shireen, for being there, with host, and thank Tony for inviting me. And thanks for the audience here who are watching me. And I hope that actually what I have shared with you all, I can give you impact and you'll learn something from that as well. And we learn from each other as well. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice, wonderful weekend. All the best. Thank you, Tony, once again. Thank you, Ramesh.
We'll stay tuned to our next week for the different speaker.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
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 Thank you.